Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I have a very special Christmas episode for you today. I recently went to the Christmas Story House in Cleveland, Ohio. So much fun, well worth it if you're ever in the area. And so what I thought I would do today is make some food that goes along with the movie. So I've made these cute little individual meatloaves topped with mashed potatoes. I'm calling them Meatloaf Cupcakes because they look like a cupcake. They're so fun and they're delicious. I've also made some old-fashioned chocolate fudge. All right, guys, so you know what time it is. It is time to get cooking. So I have all my ingredients here on my counter to make the meatloaf. So let me go over those with you and show you just how to make it. I have 1 pound of ground beef, 1/4 cup of finely chopped onion, 1 egg, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 3/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of ketchup, and some salt and pepper. So I'm going to add my breadcrumbs and my milk to a mixing bowl. And I'm going to let the breadcrumbs soak about 5 minutes in the milk. Then I'm going to add the ground beef, the onion, and the egg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then I'm going to mix this all together. All right, so what I have here is a muffin tin. Now, this is a 12-cup muffin tin, but I'll probably only use about 6. I am going to spray it with some non-stick spray. Obviously, you can just put your meatloaf mixture into a meatloaf pan and bake it. I'm making meatloaf cupcakes though, however, so I'm going to bake it in the muffin tin. So next, I'm just going to take some of this mixture and place it into a muffin cup. And you want to fill your muffin cup completely full because the beef will shrink as it cooks. All right, looks like I can get a couple more. All right, so then I'm going to bake my meatloaf in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out, top it with some ketchup, and then bake it for an additional like 10 minutes. So for the mashed potatoes, I have 1 pound of peeled and diced potatoes. Covered them with water, and I'm going to bring them up to a boil and boil them until they're fork tender. So my potatoes are done. They're fork tender. I've placed them into a large mixing bowl. And now we're going to create mashed potatoes. So I'm going to add 1/3 cup of warm milk, 1/2 stick of butter, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm going to give them a mix. All right, now I'm going to add 1 egg. So my mashed potatoes are done and my meatloaf cups are done. And I'm going to take these little meatloaves, pop them out of the cups and place them onto a baking sheet that I have lined with aluminum foil. All right, so next I have a piping bag here with a cake decorating tip. You don't have to do this. You can put this in a Ziploc bag if you don't want to go and get a cake decorating bag, but you can find these in Walmart in the cake decorating section. And I'm just placing my bag in a cup here, folding it down, because I'm going to put my mashed potatoes in my piping bag because we're going to pipe these mashed potatoes on top of our little mini meatloaves. All right, so now I'm just going to pipe these mashed potatoes on top of my meatloaf. And it looks so pretty. So I'm going to spray the aluminum foil with some nonstick spray because I have some extra mashed potatoes that I'm going to pipe onto my baking tray. All right, so now I'm going to place them back in my oven underneath of the broiler for just a couple minutes until they're golden brown on top. All right, so I'm going to be making an old-fashioned chocolate fudge. Now, there is a scene in the movie where the son Ralphie is helping his father change a tire, and he infamously says, "Oh, fudge," which he implies that he actually says the big one, the worst word ever, which for the time period would result in getting your mouth washed out with soap.
I didn't say fudge. I said the word. The big one. The queen mother of dirty words.
And this chocolate fudge recipe is an old recipe, and it goes along so well with the movie. So let me go over the ingredients with you and show you just how to make it. So you will need 3 cups of sugar, 2/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa, 1/2 of a stick or 4 tablespoons of butter. You will need a can of evaporated milk, and then I have 1/2 of a cup of chopped walnuts, but this is optional. Then you'll need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, add your sugar, your cocoa, and your salt to a sauce pot. And then you will need 1.5 cups of evaporated milk. Which is the whole can. All right, so once it comes up to a boil, you'll want to boil it for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, and then you'll do a softball test by dropping a little bit of the mixture into ice cold water so that it forms a ball. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I can make a little ball. All right, so I'm removing my fudge from the heat, and now I'm going to add the butter and the walnuts and the vanilla extract. So I have an 8x8 square pan that I have lined with parchment paper. What is this?
I got you something to wear.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my. Wow. Look what I got. Yay. Ta-da! I'm wearing the bunny costume. Yeah, that's right. All right, so my fudge is done. I'm going to lift it up out of the pan. And just look at that. It lifts right up out of there. And now I'm going to cut it into pieces. Oh my goodness, just look how cute these meatloaf cupcakes are, and they are delicious too. And then of course I have my old-fashioned chocolate fudge. This food is perfect for a Christmas story themed party. Yeah, you'll have to give it a try. What in the world are you doing? What do you have?
It's a major award.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas. God bless. And I will see you soon with more delicious recipes. Oh my goodness. Where are we going to put this?